May I kindly request our dignitaries, Director Sir, Registrar Sir, Dr. Chaitanya Joshi Sir, Dr. Neelu Srivastava Madam, and Dr. Shumay Sir to please occupy the seats on the dais. I request the dignitaries to please occupy the seats on the dais. Thank you. We can have a round. We can have applause. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, namaskar and a very good morning to everyone. On behalf of Institute of Advanced Research, it is my immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to you all on this two-day National Conference on Cancer Biology, Emerging Trends and Future Directions. I'm Dr. Anarga Nambiar, your host for this session. It is a privilege to stand before you and welcome an esteemed gathering of distinguished dignitaries, eminent scientists, esteemed speakers, delegates, faculty members, research scholars, and students from across the nation. This two-day National Conference on Cancer Biology is organized under generous support of Anusandhan National Research Foundation, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, Gujarat Science Biotechnology Mission Board. It is indeed an honor to have with us a distinguished panel of dignitaries whose presence adds a great value to this academic event. On the dais, we have Dr. Chaitanya Joshi, Director GBRC, our chief guest for the event. Please have a big round of applause. Dr. Neelu Srivastava from Health and Wellness Division, Government of India, our guest of honor. Director and Pro VC of IAR, Brigadier PC Vyas Sir, Registrar of IAR, Dr. Manish Parmar Sir, and co-convener, Dr. Shumay Banerjee. On behalf of Cancer Biology Conference team, I extend a warm and hearty welcome to each one of you. Let us show our appreciation with a round applause. To commence this auspicious gathering, we will now proceed with the traditional lamp lighting ceremony, symbolizing the light of knowledge and wisdom. I humbly invite our dignitaries on the dais to join in the sacred ritual. I request Ms. Sakshi Pillai for Saraswati Vandana. या कुन्देन्दु तुषार हार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या वीणावर दण्ड मण्डित करा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाढ्यापहा. Thank you. With this, we have now officially marked the commencement of our colloquium. I now request Brigadier PC Vyas Sir, Director and Pro VC of IAR, to extend a formal welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Chaitanya Joshi, by presenting a floral bouquet as a token of respect and appreciation. Please put your hands together. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Manish Parmar, Registrar IAR, to extend a formal welcome to our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Nilu Srivastava, by presenting a floral bouquet as a token of respect and gratitude. Thank you very much, sir. I now invite Brigadier P.C. Vyas, sir, Director and Pro VC of IAR, to deliver the welcome address.
Esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, eminent speakers, faculty members, staff, research scholars, and my dear students, good morning and Jai Hind. A very warm welcome to all of you to this conference on cancer biology, emerging trends and future directions. My special welcome to all the participants, those who have come from outside IAR. Over the next 2 days, this platform will serve as a catalyst for advancing knowledge, fostering collaboration, and inspiring innovative solutions in the field of cancer research. IAR University, over a period of 1 year or so, has made unprecedented growth, be it academics, research, administration, infrastructure, or any other field. I'm not going to list them all, but why I'm making a mention that whatever work was done over a period of 1 year, there was a wonderful culmination in the last month, that is December 2024, when 4 major things happened. 2 were about the rankings, Gujarat State Institutional Ranking Framework, Ministry of Education's innovation rankings. We doubled our performance. During governor's visit, the kind of accolades were given. The university also got an award from the Chief Minister. So year 2024 ended with a bang. I was just thinking that the new year 2025 should also make some great beginning. And I am happy to say that before the second month, February, ended, we are going to have such prestigious event. And I am sure this is going to be a harbinger for many more academic accomplishments in the year of 2025. A university can grow successfully only when research and teaching harmonizes together impeccably. Therefore, we have ensured the development of a collaborative environment, conducive to learning, exposure to the best international practices, and promotion of innovation and creativity. The continuously evolving academic programs of IAR are interdisciplinary in nature. That is underpinned by quality research. In any case, ours is a research-driven university, and research underpins everything we do at our institution. In fact, our roots lie in research. Hence, it is befitting to hold a conference on one of the most burning issues our country faces today. Cancer remains one of the most formidable health challenges of our time, contributing to significant mortality and long-term morbidity worldwide. Recently, just a couple of days back, ICMR put an analysis of the estimates of incidence and mortality of cancer from GloboCan 2022, an online database that provides cancer statistics for 185 countries. India is one of the largest contributors to the global cancer burden, ranking 3rd in terms of new incidences, which is just behind China and the USA. Moreover, the incident to mortality percentage in India stands at approximately 65, which means that 3 out of 5 individuals would be expected to die if they are diagnosed with cancer. However, the same mortality percentage in China and the US stand at 50 and 23 respectively. It is 65 for India, 50 for China, and 23% for USA. The more worrying thing is that trend analysis for past mortality patterns indicate that cancer mortality rates in India are on the rise for the last 2 decades. And this will continue to rise in the coming years as per future projections. Also, women bear a disproportionate burden with higher crude incidence and the mortality rate as compared to men. Early detection of cancer often saves life. There is an urgent need for a vigorous awareness campaign, proactive measures to enhance early detection, access to quality care, and public health initiatives. Though a lot of work is being done in this area, but we have to realize that despite groundbreaking advancements in early cancer detection, molecular profiling, targeted anti-cancer therapies, and immuno-oncology, the complexity of oncogenesis and tumor progression continues to demand rigorous scientific inquiry. Therefore, this conference is designed to bring together leading experts, emerging scientists, and young researchers to deliberate on the latest developments and future directions in cancer biology. This will also give a boost to the efforts of our faculty members and the students who actively explore interdisciplinary approaches to understanding cancer, addressing the fundamental mechanisms of tumor initiation, progression, metastasis, and resistance to therapy. I am sanguine that discussions would delve into oncogenesis, highlighting genetic, epigenetic, and signaling aberrations that drive cancer progression, as well as the role of cancer stem cells in therapy resistance and disease relapse. Additionally, clinical lessons and case studies will bridge the gap between laboratory research and real-world applications, emphasizing the translation of scientific discoveries into effective cancer treatments. On behalf of IR University and the organizing committee, I extend my sincere gratitude to our eminent speakers, participating scientists, and students for their enthusiastic engagement. I also express my appreciation to the university staff and faculty members, and also the volunteers and the organizing team for their efforts in making this event happen. Before I end my address, I am reminded that today, that is 28th February, is celebrated as National Science Day in India, commemorating the discovery of Raman effect by Sir C.V. Raman in 1928. And for that discovery, he was awarded Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930, you all are aware. And if we go into the Nobel statistics, about 12 people of Indian origin, they have got Nobel Prizes, and out of that 12, 5 were actual Indian citizens. And Dr. Raman is the sole recipient of Nobel Prize in Science category from this country. So it may sound a big dream, but I dream and hope some future Nobel laureate is incubated right here. Today, on National Science Day, it also gives me a great pleasure in announcing establishment of Research Club at IAR, Avinya. Let's give this announcement a big applause. Avinya, the Research and Innovation Club at IAR, aims to foster a culture of research, collaboration, and innovation among the students by providing them with a platform to engage in research-led activities, collaborate on interdepartmental initiatives, and participate in research-related events. So this club has been started, and we have 16 founding members and 6 faculty mentors. I am confident that the discussions and knowledge shared during this conference will inspire novel research directions and contribute meaningfully to the ongoing fight against cancer. With this, I formally declare this conference open and wish all participants a stimulating and insightful academic experience. So thank you all again for joining here today, and I wish you happy learning and the very best in all your endeavors. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words and encouragement. I now request Dr. Shoumai Banerjee, co-convener of Cancer Biology, Emerging Trends and Future Directions 2025, to share the opening remarks.
A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor and Director, IR Brigadier E.C. Vyas, Dr. Chaitanya Ji Joshi, Director, Gujarat Biotechnology Research Center, Dr. Neelu Srivastava, Health and Wellness Division, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, Dr. Manish Parmar, Registrar, IR, all esteemed speakers, faculty members, and my dear students. It's my great honor that I welcome you all on behalf of the conference organizing committee IR, and as well as from the IR fraternity to this 2 days national conference on cancer biology, emerging trends and the future directions, organized by the Department of the Biotechnology and the Bioengineering Institute of Advanced Research, Gandhinagar. This event brings together the leading expert researchers, young scientists, to engage in meaningful discussions on the latest advancements and challenges in cancer biology, a field of paramount significance in modern healthcare. Under the visionary leadership of Pro Vice Chancellor and Director Brigadier P.C. Vyas, IR Gandhinagar is committed to fostering the scientific excellence, innovation, and the interdisciplinary research. The Department of the Biotechnology and the Bioengineering has been the forefront research in diverse areas like the cancer biology, cancer immunology, metabolic engineering, structural biology, bioinformatics, and so on, with a strong emphasis on the translational applications for the human health and the disease management as well. So cancer remains a very global challenge that actually contributing the millions of deaths and long-term morbidity that we know already. Despite the significant advancement in early detection, molecular profiling, and so many targeted therapeutics approach, the disease complexity continues to pose very challenging in both understanding the pathophysiology and the developing of the very effective anti-cancerous therapeutics. So this conference, generously sponsored by the Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission, GSBTM, Government of Gujarat, Department of Biotechnology, and Anusandhan National Research Foundation, Government of India, aims to strengthen the collaborative efforts within the cancer research community at the regional as well as national levels, facilitating the scientific discussions, expert sessions, and the knowledge sharing. On behalf of the IR University and the organizing committee, I extend my sincere appreciation to the Registrar, Dean Academics, Dean Research Innovation, Executive Registrar Finance, IR, for their invaluable support to make this conference happen. I also express my gratitude to our esteemed speakers outside from Gujarat, all over the India, participants and the sponsors for their contributions to this event. In addition to this, I acknowledge the dedicated efforts to the faculty members, organizing team, student volunteers, whose commitment and continuous effort have been instrumental in ensuring the success of this event. I am confident and very confident that insights shared during this conference will inspire new scientific minds, foster interdisciplinary research and collaborations, and that will contribute significantly to the collective fight they battle against cancer. With this note, I extend a warm welcome to all participants and wish you intellectually enriching and very productive experience on the occasion of the Science Day. Let's celebrate science. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for setting the tone for today's discussion. I would now like to invite the dignitaries on the dais for souvenir launching ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, presenting to you Cancer Biology, Emerging Trends and Future Directions 2025, the official souvenir release. Let's have a huge round of applause. The official souvenir release. Thank you very much. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Chaitanya Joshi, Director, Biotechnology, Gujarat Biotechnology Research Center, GBRC. Dr. Joshi holds a Master of Veterinary Science and PhD in Animal Biotechnology. He is currently the director of GBRC and a professor at Anand Agricultural University, Gujarat. His expertise lies in animal genetics, genome sequencing, and metagenomics. He has led numerous research projects on microbial genomics and precision breeding. Previously, he has served in academic and research roles, contributing significantly to India's biotechnology sector. Under his leadership, GBRC has advanced genomic research, particularly in One Health and microbiome studies. Dr. Joshi has collaborated with national and international institutions, fostering research in biotechnology and bioinformatics. He has authored multiple scientific publications and guided several PhD scholars. His work in applied genomics and bioinformatics has strengthened India's biotech ecosystem. It is an absolute privilege to have Sir here with us today. Let us now welcome Dr. Chaitanya Joshi with a huge round of applause to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Suprabhadam, dignitaries on the dais, Brigadier Sri P.C. Vyas, Pro Vice Chancellor of University of Innovation, Madam Neelu Srivastav from DBT, Government of India, New Delhi, Dr. Banerjee, Dr. Manish, stalwarts in the audience, and dear students. First of all, I'll thank organizers of this national conference on cancer biology, emerging trends and future direction for inviting me and giving opportunity to interact with learned gatherings. Cancer is uncontrolled growth of cells. Cells escape normal apoptosis, a normal physiological mechanism of cell death, and become immortal. It utilizes natural resources available for healthy cells and deprives healthy cells of nutrition. It overpowers and alters normal function of the tissue where they grow. And similar thing when it happens in society, when the unbalanced growth of a population happens, that is sociological cancer. Cancer is Mahabharat. Now you will think, why I draw this analogy? I'll explain. First, let us see what is Mahabharat. Arjun is fighting his own relatives. The relatives once he played with and lived joyfully. Now he is fighting with them. In cancer also, the cells, which were our own cells, those have turned enemy. And all of you know, the fighting with our own is really very difficult. In fighting cancer, the philosophy is identify and eliminate the enemy. Cancer biology is a rapidly evolving field with several emerging trends and future directions that hold promise for improving diagnosis, treatment, and patient outcomes. Some key trends, if you see, then it is advancing in precision medicines. They are enabling more personalized cancer treatments. This approach involves tailoring therapies based on genetic and molecular profile of an individual's tumor. New generations of mutant-specific molecules such as KRAS oncogene inhibitors are being developed to target previously undruggable mutations. Immunotherapy continues to be a major focus with therapies like immune checkpoint inhibitors and CAR T cell therapy showing significant promises. These treatments harness the body's immune system to target and destroy cancer cells. With the greater use of single cell genetics and biology, artificial intelligence and machine learning are being increasingly adaptive and being used to analyze complex data sets, identify novel biomarkers, and predict treatment responses. These technologies are helping to advance our understanding of the tumor microenvironment, and the accuracy of cancer diagnosis will improve as more and more data sets are pouring in and enriching existing database. Liquid biopsy is an emerging diagnostic tool that involves analyzing cell-free circulating tumor DNA, CF-CT DNA, in a patient's blood. This non-invasive method can provide real-time insight into tumor dynamics, monitor treatment responses, and detect early signs of relapse. This is particularly very useful in deep-seated tumors like liver, lung, pancreas, as against oral cancer, breast cancer, and melanomas, where relatively detection is possible by traditional methods. Nowadays, research is focusing on tumor microenvironment, which includes the surrounding cells, blood vessels, and immune cells that interact with tumor. Understanding these interactions can lead to the development of more effective targeted therapies and immunotherapies. Addressing therapeutic resistance is a critical area of research. Scientists are investigating the mechanism by which cancer cells develop resistance to treatments and are developing strategies to overcome these challenges. hyperthermia, be it based on magnetic, ultrasound, microwaves, or radio frequency waves that generates heat in the cancer cells and kills them. More research in these lines is also desirable. Use of traditional knowledge in the treatment of cancer should be advocated. Allopathy is not having short method of treating cancer, and research efforts are ongoing. In these circumstances, we should not be averse to researching in the areas of Ayurveda, homeopathy, Unani, Siddha, and naturopathy. The role of germline mutation is relatively easy to comprehend in the development of tumor, whereas somatic mutations need more understanding. Whether the somatic mutations are the outcome of cancer or they are the cause of the cancer. On-site detection and identification of healthy versus normal tumor cells is very crucial in prompt decision making on the operation table at the time of surgery. The research in this area are also welcome. Still, chemotherapies are non-specific, affecting healthy cells apart from cancer cells. Future research should be oriented in this direction, making it more specific and targeted. Role of microbes in causation and treatment of cancer, more precisely in colorectal cancer, and role of stress factors in modulating its outcome is yet another interesting area of research. Antibody drug conjugates are a novel modality for more precise and targeted cancer treatment. More research in this area is also welcomed. However, in my personal opinion, the best option would be garrowopsy of the cancer cells, revert and return to their normal state and attain normal physiological stage. And in this, epigenetics can play a significant role by making epigenetic changes in the oncogenes. I hope the deliberation during this 2 days national conference will inspire the students to take up the career path in cancer biology. Once again, I thank organizers for inviting me to this occasion and giving a chance to interact with you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words and invaluable insights. I now thank all the dignitaries on the dais for the inaugural session. And now we have the inaugural technical talk session and request the dignitaries to occupy the seats on downstairs. Thank you very much. We now move to the first inaugural technical session of the event, and I'm delighted to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Neelu Srivastava. Dr. Neelu Srivastava, a scientist F at the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, has a strong academic foundation in biotechnology and life sciences. She has specialized in health and wellness research, focusing on translational medicine, immunotherapy, and precision healthcare. Dr. Srivastava has played a key role in promoting advanced therapy, including CAR-T cells therapy, to make cancer treatments more accessible. Previously, she has been affiliated with research institutions and policy-driven organizations supporting healthcare innovation. Her work at DBT involves funding and guiding biotech initiatives, particularly in vaccine research, disease diagnostics, and regenerative medicine. She has been instrumental in shaping biotechnology policies, fostering collaborations between academia and industry. Her leadership has contributed to India's growth in affordable healthcare solutions. Dr. Srivastava continues to support scientific advancements in public health. Let us extend a warm welcome to Dr. Neelu Srivastava and request Madam to share her insights with the technical talk. Let's have a big round of applause. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am. Yes. Ma'am, which mic you will prefer?
I think this column mic will work. So, good morning all. I think this is, yeah.
That's better, right? The previous and next.
So it's indeed a pleasure as well as an honor to stand before the gathering of scientists, researchers, experts, students, and of course each one of you being authority in your own specific domain, there is so much to learn from each one of you, and I think I also have to learn from the students who have so brightest of the ideas here. And thank you to the organizers for giving me this opportunity. And it's really, I'm feeling so honored, and I'm sure that I'll enrich myself profoundly from this forum. So what I have done is I have prepared a small presentation, and I'll go through it. So as Director Sir has already pointed out about Globocon 2022 estimates, and it is very alarming. Some 15 lakh new cases are registered every year, and more than 9 lakhs people are dying because of cancer. We have also breast, cervical, ovary, lungs, and oral cancer as one of the major cancer amongst Indian population. So this study, when it was a cross-sectional study, when it was examined based on Globocon 2022 data, so what has been found that across 36 cancer types and across 4 major age group, that is childhood, reproductive age group, middle age group, and the geriatric population. So what has been found is really very, very alarming, that approximately 3 out of every 5 individuals in India succumb to death following a cancer diagnosis. Childhood and reproductive age group individual bears the lowest risk, as low as 0.12% to 2.4%, and dying is 0.08 to 1.3%. That's a good news that this age group has a better prognosis, but the case is middle age and geriatric counterparts have the highest risk of developing cancer, as high as 8.3 to 10.3%, and dying 5.5 to 7.7%. So not only mortality, we also have a high incidence of disease-adjusted loss of years of life. So that is called DAILY, which estimates the actual cancer burden on a country. And we have a very high DAILYs for the cancers for which even in Western countries, people have able to control at least the morbidities associated with it and have delivered better quality of life. And year of life lived with disability, that is called YLD, when estimated for cancers which have high survival rates, have high YLDs. That is, we are not having, that reflects that the bottom line is that we don't have a better patient outcomes. And it is predicted that cancer incidence and its associated burden will continue to increase by 2025 due to population growth and aging, as we can see that our population pyramid is going to change from inverted V shape with a bulge in the center. That means we will have more of elderly population in the years to come. So this is just a comparison when we see between Western countries, say the most developed US and the India, and we see that cervical cancer, which is largely has been controlled, still contributes to highest years lived with disability in Indian population. Sorry. So another study says that, this is again from the Lancet study, which says that the main reason for high YLDs in Indian population is because of late stage diagnosis or reporting at a very advanced stage that results in more years of life lived with disability and life years lost. And therefore, we need to think on this, how we can not only control the mortality, address the mortality challenges, but also the years lived with the cancer. The same study says that there has been a significant increase in clinical trials. But however, these trials have been almost 67% related to treating cancer and very less focused on optimizing cancer related symptoms or mitigating the treatment related toxicities. So given this grim picture, with cancer trends in India looking so grim and the future forecast, of course, not very good. So what are the key areas should we be looking on? Should we be, as a community, looking at? So what at DBT we believe, it's the early detection, it's the targeted strategies, and of course the equitable access that at the moment is the need of the hour. And we need definitely a holistic approach. We don't need only to focus on treating cancer, finding a therapeutic intervention, but we also need to focus on rehabilitation, quality of life, palliative care, prevention, screening, diagnosis, prognosis, and monitoring. And at the center of this, I must say that research and innovation is going to play a key role, not only in the research institution, but also at the university level, at the college level, at the medical colleges, at the engineering colleges, and pharma and industry have to play a larger role. All have to come together in an integrated manner. And what we think that the strategy could be divided into two broader categories, one focused on preventable cancers and other on advanced stage cancers. This way we will be able to handle this challenge and may likely to reduce the burden, reduce the morbidity and mortality, and also improve the therapeutic outcomes. And technology, of course, remains at the core of this. And we have to see that we don't lose the bus of any technological advancement, whether it is technology to improve lives, point-of-care test, new treatments, or informatics-enabled healthcare delivery system, or whether we need to enhance our data storage, quality, or annotations. So one of the technology which is very revolutionizing is liquid biopsy, which is the future of early cancer detection. It is non-invasive, real method to analyze tumor from blood samples or the body fluids, and it enables early detection, monitoring, and also the residual disease measurements. So one of the success story of India is the CAR T-cell therapy, where we have set an example by showing how collaboration, consistent government support, and innovation can together bring down the most advanced treatment available to our Indian population at a very affordable cost. So it is time, I must say, that we need to redefine our cancer research from discovery-oriented fundamental research to innovation-driven translation research. And technologies will remain the driving force for this transformation. And this is very much required because we want the knowledge to be translated to the patient-centered, knowledge can be translated to improve the lives of the patient and for a better patient outcomes. So I know I will not do any justice if I don't speak about the funding opportunities, because that's the background from where I'm coming from. And before I go, I also see some of the young faces over here. So with your permission, I'll just narrate a small, not this one. So this I'll skip. probably the sequence of slides have gone a little bit. I wanted to show this story. So this is a story of a value, US dollar 100 bill. Once a professor was giving a lecture before a group of students, and he showed a US dollar 100 bill to the students and asked how many of you want. If I show it to all of you, you will say yes. I am sure 100% all of you will say, raise your hand and say, yes, we want it. So the same happened, and all hands went up. So then the professor took it, crumpled it, made it crushed it with his hand and showed it again. Now how many of you want? So again, all hands went up. Definitely it was still US $100 bill. So then what he did, he threw it on the ground and crushed it with his feet and then lifted it up, again showed it. Do you still want it? Everyone said, yes, I want it. So the professor said, do you know why you want it? Because the US $100 bill has not lost its shine despite being into dirt, despite crushed so badly. So the message is to the younger generation that please don't lose your shine. Whatever struggles you have in life, whatever life throws back at you, but if you lose your value, lose your shine, I think this country will, the biggest resource are you. So this country will not be able to achieve whatever vision we are talking about, whatever goals we are talking about. So that's the story I just wanted to share because I see very exciting, enthusiastic young people over here. And that reminded also me of Dr. APJ Kalam's quote that ignited mind of the youth is the most powerful resource on the earth, above the earth, and under the earth. So please believe in yourself. So these are top funding agency. Now coming back, because if I don't talk about it, I will not do justice to this forum. So these are top funding agencies available in our country. DST, Department of Biotechnology, of course, CSIR, Ministry of Earth, ICAR, Indian Council of Medical Research, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Space, and Science and Engineering Board, which is now subsumed into ANRF. So this is just to give you a glimpse what all do they fund. They fund research project grants, program grants, collaborative grants. They also support research facility and capacity creation. So in the form of infrastructure and equipment grants. And then there is innovation funding in the term of promoting entrepreneurships and startups. Then we have human resource directed funding, which is in the form of fellowship and grants. Then we have interactive learning funding, that is kind of conference or symposia or seminars that we do, like the one we are having here. Then we have some specific programs in DBT. These are some of the programs related to building capacity across the country. It's postgraduate program, as we have one here. And we have DBT Star College program at the undergraduate level. And we have supported 23 colleges. Dr. Manoj and somebody is here from DBT who can tell you more about these programs listed over here. DBT JRF program, DBT RA program, Ramalinga Reentry Fellowship, MK Bhan Young Researcher Fellowship, Distinguished Biotechnology Research Professorship, Tata Innovation Fellowship, Biotechnology Career Advance and Reorientation Program, DBT BITP program, and National Biotechnology Innovation Award. So these are all across your career. We have a program to nurture the talent. The goal is basically to maximize the capacity across the country. Then we have infrastructure-specific programs. Now, these are two infrastructure-specific programs, that is DBT Builder, establishment of high-end research infrastructure in universities for enhancing post-graduation teaching and research. Then we have DBT Sehez, which aims at establishing national facilities across the country. These are high-ended equipments for supporting cutting-edge research. Then we have program-specific supports across agriculture, bioenergy, medical, and knowledge generation, discovery research, tools, new tools and technologies. These, of course, many of us are aware that this is all through online submission, and nowadays this is only through specific calls. So the basic extramural funding framework is like this in DBT as of now, that we have one emerging frontiers in biotechnology where we support investigator-driven projects to cater to the interest of the scientific faculties and researchers, and another is area-specific tech, which will focus only on national priorities, relevance for the country, and targeted research. So these are some of the recent initiatives by the government. That's a national mission on fostering high-performance biomanufacturing that is focused on using biological systems, such as microbes, cells, enzymes to produce commercially relevant products across different sectors: food, therapeutic, material, bioplastic, chemicals, biofuels, etc. And we have biomanufacturing hubs and bio-AI hubs being established across the country as an enablers to this. First round of application is already done, as Dr. Kundu says. One is at KIT Bhubaneswar, and we have calls for project under this initiative already on. This one is on precision biotherapeutic, with last date on 15th of March. Then the call on a smart protein is on, with last date on 25th of March. Then we have one call already on in the field of cancer, which is inviting multicentric EOIs. And the last call is 12th of March. This is a focused call. So that's all. Thank you. And I'll still say this is not the complete list. You may regularly and frequently visit DBT website to catch on the latest. So thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Madam, for your enlightening talk. I now request the convener of Cancer Biology Conference and Head Department of Biotechnology and Bioengineering, Dr. Reena Rajput, Madam, to compliment Neelu, Madam, with a memento. Talia. Thank you very much, ma'am. As we now approach to the conclusion of our inaugural session, I request all our dignitaries, speakers, and participants to gather at the front lawn of Academic Block 1 for a group photograph to commemorate this occasion. Our volunteers will guide you. So please move to Academic Block 1 front lawn for a group photograph. Thank you everyone for your presence and participation. Let's look forward to an engaging and insightful day ahead. Happy learning and happy Friday. A small announcement.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. After the photo session, we would be having a small tea break for our honored guest at meeting room 101. Our volunteers will be there to assist you. The participants are requested to network for the stipulated time within the venue itself. Thank you very much.
I request everyone to please move forward to Academic Block 1 front lawn for a group photograph. Thank you very much. Have a great day.